Oh, hey everybody. Wow. All right, we got to talk. It's talk time. Guys, what the heck is going on? I mean, really, I got to be honest with you guys. People are out of control. Yes, this virus is serious. Yes, this virus is killing people. Yes, yes, all of it's true. It's all true. But the American greed I'm seeing here, and I don't know what it's like in other countries, is horrible. And I'm trying not to judge because I feel like the reason people are getting crazy like this is because they've never seen anything like this in their lifetime. I know I haven't. Nothing like it ever. And they don't know what to do, and they're going into this survival of the fittest mode, which is kind of like, think of the movies, the Hunger Game movies, kill or be killed. All right, so people are going into survival of the fittest. It's not just survival mode, it's like going into survival mode as in everyone else is the enemy right now. This is not a time when we should be doing that. We should be, supporting each other, helping each other. This is a time when you knock on your elderly neighbor's door and ask them what they need on your way to the store. Okay? This is not a time to grab every roll of toilet paper on the shelf because you don't want anyone else to have any. And I know that's not what people think they're thinking, but it is what they're thinking. Like, even if you're thinking, no, I just need to make sure my family has enough, the truth is you're thinking, if I don't buy these all, I might not have any to buy later. But you don't need them all because quarantine, from what I'm seeing, is 3 weeks long. So, people, even if you want to buy a month's worth, that's fine. If you feel more comfortable with a month's worth, that's fine. We've also been here in America, have seen that the places that have gone on quarantine for 3 weeks, and they could also go get emergency items and necessities. They were allowed. So there, and when you think of it that way, there's no reason to be doing this. All right, I'm going to tell you my story about what happened yesterday. So I go to a certain store, and I'm not going to say where it is because then everybody's going to bombard that store. But anyway, I go to a store. Now, keep in mind, my family and I have been using tissues because we have been unable to find rolls of toilet paper anywhere. Anywhere all week. It's been horrible. Toilet freaking paper. Why are people hoarding toilet paper? Are you going to eat that if you're hungry? I mean, really? Do you have to hoard it? It's ridiculous. People are insane. They're going nuts. All right, listen. Water. I cannot find one bottled water in nowhere in my area. We're not going to lose water. So, you know what I did? I pulled out my Brita pitcher. It's a pitcher that you put the filter in and you fill it up with water and it filters it. There's our water for the next month or whatever it takes, right? I'm not going to do this with people. I'm absolutely apt. I mean, the shelves are empty. I can't find chicken broth anywhere. There's no tuna fish on any shelf. I'm just trying to buy a couple weeks worth of groceries here. People have gone insane. I mean, really, they're, again, I feel as though anyone who's doing this, you're going to have a karmic retribution for this, for being greedy, for being gluttonous, and for taking from your brothers and sisters and leaving none. Like I said, haven't had any toilet paper in my house all week. All right? Is that really fair when somebody's got 30 gigantic packs down in their basement just because they felt that they should hoard it all? It's not right. It's not right, guys. I couldn't find rice anywhere yesterday. It was very hard to find. I had to end up buying it at a gourmet store and pay 5, 6 times as much for the rice. It's not right. It's not fair. It's totally wrong. And people are acting gluttonous, greedy. All right, so listen. Water. We're not going to run out of water. Buy your, how many weeks is it? 3 weeks? 3 cases of water should be plenty for everyone. If you don't use a whole case a week, especially if you're a household of one or two and don't blow through a case of water a week, maybe 2 cases is plenty for you. All right, we don't need to be doing what we're doing. If you look at all of the places here in America that have been quarantined, it's been 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks. Even if it is a month, let's just say, and I'm playing devil's advocate here, you're only going to be quarantined for a month because that gives it enough time for this for you not to be contagious anymore, or other people not to be contagious anymore. And from the looks of things, look at the San Francisco Bay Area. They have 6 counties under quarantine right now, but they're still allowed to run out to get their emergency items and necessities. So this is kind of like a pointless thing to be doing, right? Anyway, long story short, it's got to stop, guys. For one, you're just building up a bunch of bad karma here. For two, you're affecting other people. I'm being very much affected by this. So here's my story. I go into this specific store. They've got, I know I started telling you this and I got off track. They've got toilet paper. They're those little shitty rolls of gosh, I guess shitty is not the perfect word to use with toilet paper, but they're those little cheesy rolls of toilet paper. I only grabbed 2 4-packs. So, I mean, with those tiny little rolls, I don't even think that's 2 weeks worth of toilet paper for, my household, but it's a start, and I didn't want to take too much because I thought, man, if I'm not, I know I'm not the only one that's been waiting all week for toilet paper, so I'll just take 2 little 4-packs of these tiny little cheesy rolls. So I get up to the register, and there were, other people. Everybody was very friendly and nice up in line. And this one lady walks up to all of us and says, guys, if you guys were looking for hand sanitizer, she's putting a case out right now. And you're allowed to take 3. And they were nice sized bottles, like a medium sized bottle, not a tiny one, but not a gigantic one. Somewhere in between, but nice size. You're allowed to take 3 of them. So anyway, I go to grab mine, and as I'm going, this man was getting ready to pay for his stuff, and he said, can you grab me 3 while you're back there? I said, sure. And then this other guy says, do you think you could grab me 2? And this lady says, yeah, could you grab me 1? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So I go grab everybody all their hand sanitizer. I come back up, and I only have 1. I grabbed 1 for me. So I hand everybody the hand sanitizer that they asked for. And this woman says to me, why are you only getting 1? And I said, because I only need 1. I said, think of it. I have a little bit at home right now that I've been using when I go out. I have a little one in my purse. I have 3 little ones that I have in my around for when I go in and out of stores and stuff. One's in my vehicle, one's in my purse, and my son has one. So, and then I have a big one at home, another medium-sized one at home. I'm good. I mean, it's 3 weeks, right? And even so, I mean, I'm using them now. But I figured the backup one I got was for the 3 weeks while we're in quarantine. And they're like, you're going to need more than 3. I mean, more than 1. And I said, no, because I'm not going to be going anywhere. Why would I need that much hand sanitizer? I said, I'm only taking what I need because I know there's other people that are going to go out there that have to go to work every day. Some of these professions cannot stop working. They have to go put themselves at risk. Firemen, police officers, nurses, doctors, the first responders, all of them, they are still going to have to go in and out of, people's homes and hospitals and, you know what I'm saying. There's government officials that still are going to have to work. A lot of people are still going to have to continue their job. Our utilities people, think about it. Of all the things that are necessary for us every day, these people are still going to be working. They need hand sanitizer. I don't want to be the one. And I told them straight up, I said, I just don't want to take more than I need. I really believe between the bottle I have at home and this bottle and the little teeny bottles I have, I think I have plenty. I don't think I need more. And they were like, you might. Who knows how long this is going to go on? I said, well, I'll worry about that a month from now. We'll worry about that then. I said, but for now, 1 bottle is really all I need. And I don't want to take from other people who, they'll walk in here and they have no hand sanitizer at home. They walk in and they just need that 1 bottle to get by, and they can't find it because I took 3 and I didn't need them. And all of a sudden, they all looked at me and they said, you're right. Every single one of them put back something. 2 of them put back hand sanitizer, and 1 of them put back toilet paper. I didn't mean to make them feel bad, and I even said, no, I don't want you to feel bad. Please don't feel bad. That's just how I think. And they're like, because you're the only one thinking. And this lady said, you're the only one thinking. You're absolutely correct. We're not thinking. We can't run around buying up everything. That's why all the shelves are empty. And we don't need three more bottles of hand sanitizer when we already got three at home. You're absolutely right. And she said, we just weren't thinking. And the guy said the same thing. He goes, you're right. Like, we weren't thinking about that. I said, well, that's, the way I'm looking at it. Like, if every one of us makes a conscious effort to think, I have a big bag of rice. It's pretty big. It's for my family, it's big. Do I need two more? No, it's 3 weeks. How much rice can a person eat? No. I have 3 boxes of pastas. Do I need more than that? No. I don't need more than that. That's one for every week. And I'm not going to eat more than that in pasta. I've got beans. I've got tuna fish. I've got a little tuna fish. I couldn't find any more. But either way, it's 3 cans. It's enough to help. But I've got stuff in my freezers, stuff in my refrigerator. I mean, eat the stuff we have. I have cereal. I have, I don't really buy canned vegetables. I really would like to come across some frozen vegetables. Um, and chicken broth as well. I really would. But I have the meats, I have the rice. I can make this work, right? If times get tough, we have those things on the shelf. A few boxes of pastas, boxes of pasta, a big bag of rice, nice sized bag of rice. I mean, that's going to go a long way. I have stuff in my freezer, stuff in my fridge. I don't need to go around hoarding everything, and I'll live without the bottled water. Um, I'll run it through the Brita filter, and it'll be just fine for us. I'm I wish that everybody was thinking more logically instead of going into this kill or be killed thing that they're doing. Um, because I think what's happening is everybody's vibration is just diving. Everybody's in this low vibration because they're in this kill or be killed, you know, way of thinking, and it's like a mode that they've gone into that's like, um, survival of the fittest mode. We do need to be somewhat in a survival mode of thinking straight and doing things the way we should, but not survival of the fittest. I mean, if I win, you gotta lose. Instead, why don't we think like, why don't we both win and work together? So, guys, if you have an elderly neighbor, make sure that you're tapping on their door or calling them and making sure that they have everything they need. If you have tons of toilet paper and thermometers, you can't buy a thermometer. I mean, come on. Do you need more than one thermometer in your household? If you don't, maybe consider, sharing. Share these things. I cannot find a thermometer and my old digital's not working, so I have no way of taking anyone's temperature in our family. I can't order one online. There are none available. I cannot find one in a store. It's absolutely ridiculous to this extreme that everyone's going to. One thermometer is all you need. You don't have to buy three. One is shared between families. I mean, the doctor's office uses one on the same person. They just cover it with that little plastic thing or whatever. Whatever. You know what I mean. But guys, I know that, you know, 90% of you are not doing this. This message is for those that are, or those that just aren't thinking. Like I just said about those beautiful people I was in line with. These were nice, wonderful people who didn't realize till the moment I said it. They just didn't realize what they were doing. Kind of like what happens here on this channel when we're doing a reading and something comes out that really has to do with something you have to change about yourself. And then I get emails and I get comments and everything else from people saying, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize till that moment you said it. I didn't realize what I was doing. And that's what these beautiful people did. I mean, we're talking 4 people here around me that, like, there's a man in front of me and 3 people behind me, and we were all corresponding about this together. They did not realize they were doing it. Absolutely. These were beautiful people. The minute they realized it, they were like, oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. I'm putting this back. I'm putting this back. Every one of them put something back. Very, very impressive. I have to say that there's kindness in everyone's heart. There really is. It's there. I mean, in the majority of people's heart. And they felt that moment of, what am I doing? And I want you all to think about it as well. If you're sitting on a megaton of toilet paper and water, bottled water, and chicken broth and rice and things that people need, maybe it's time for you to step up and say, hey, I have a lot of extra. Let me see what I can do to help people. Because that's where you're going to get that karmic payback. It's the people that are just thinking it's all about me and my people, my family, and everybody else could die for all I care. I mean, that's what they're acting like. I'm not saying they're saying that, but they're acting like that even if they don't realize they're acting like that. So don't kill the messenger here, guys. You might not realize that you're acting that way or that other people around you are acting that way, but that's kind of what they're saying. Like, I could give two craps about the other families as long as my family has enough for a year, just in case this carries on. It's not going to. It's not going to go down like that. We will be able to get to stores. We will, yes, we might, the virus might go on. Yes, we might have other times when we have to quarantine. It might take us a year to get through all this, but we are not going to be without things and stores and everything else for the whole year. Okay? I don't think it's going to be a year though. I think this is all going to be contained. I'm hoping by October at the latest. At the latest, okay? Um, yes, there's a chance that this whole year we could be struggling with cases of the coronavirus, but it's going to get better. It is. Even if we don't see it completely gone until next January, it will be gone. It's going to go. But even if that were to happen, and this is purely devil's advocate here, I'm purely speculating, even if that were to happen, there's going to be more, it's going to get more controlled. We're going to get financial help from the government. We're going to be able to buy whatever we need without going crazy here, people. Don't go nuts about this. For the most of us, this is going to be a 3-week thing, maybe a month at the latest, at the most. I feel that we're going to have to deal with staying home. Get enough stuff for a month if it makes you feel better. But those of you that are hoarding, you better start sharing because karma's a coming for you. All right, that's all I have to say, everybody. I hope that you will comment down beneath and let me know what's going on in your neck of the woods. I know there's a lot of people who stepped up and are helping feed the kids that are off school. They're still working to help feed the children, working in the food pantries. I know one of you said you were working at the food pantry. Absolutely beautiful. You're an angel. I know one of you said that you work in the kitchen, feeding the kids at school. Complete angel. And another one of you works at the kitchen that supplies to the kitchen. I think that's what you said. And you guys are all working hard to make sure the kids get fed, even when they're not in school, because some of them won't see a meal unless they're getting that school food, even though they're at home right now. And I got to commend you guys. You know, thank God for angels like you and all the doctors and all the nurses and all of the police and the firemen and all of the first responders, the EMTs, everybody who's out there putting their life at risk for us, for everybody. I mean, they're the people that we should be taking care of in some way in return, making it easier on them so that when they get off work, they can stop and pick up the food for their family that they need instead of people acting like scavengers. And these people don't have, they work all day trying to help us with this situation. They get off work to go grab some things. There's nothing on the shelf for them. Is that how we repay them for putting their lives at risk for us? Really, guys, come on. So I would say anybody who's hoarding, it's time to start sharing unless you want to deal with karmic retribution. Karma is a real thing, and it's going to come and bite you on the ass. America right now needs help, not to be screwed. Okay, it's not time to screw your neighbor. It's time to share with your neighbor, all right? And I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm not trying to be judgmental. It is what it is. Just the facts are the facts, okay? And I know a lot of you aren't realizing it because I saw that yesterday. I saw those people's faces, and I saw the reaction that they had once they realized what they were doing and, heard my stance on why I'm not buying more than two little tiny packages of toilet paper and one sanitizer. They were just like, it hit them at that moment. Oh my God, you're right. So think logically. Think. What do you really need for 3 weeks, maybe a month? Okay, and I'm just using the month on the outside chance that, some of the governors decide they'd like it to go a little longer to be in quarantine. What do you need for that time? And keep in mind, it looks to me like people are still being able, at this point, even the places that are under lockdown are still allowed to go out to get necessities. So it's not really that much of a lockdown. You still can take that trip to go get your necessities. Yes, you might be stopped by a police officer and you might be asked where you're going and what you're doing. If they feel that it's a necessity, they're going to let you go get it. All right, guys, let me know. Please comment. Let me know what's going on in your world. And please don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to help those people, like myself even, who can't find basic necessities right now because people are being greedy. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Bye.